They debuted when no one was watching, in the middle of a storm. No hype, no spotlight, and a legacy too heavy to carry. But from day one, Treasure didn't flinch, and now they're ready to be heard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Treasure. YG Entertainment isn't just another company. This is where music history got rewritten. More than once. Imagine stepping into the same training rooms where Big Bang flipped the K-pop game, where 2NE1 made Fierce the new standard, and where Blackpink set the world on fire. Now, it's Treasure's turn. Being an idol group under YG means stepping into a spotlight charged with expectation. In an industry chasing flawless images, YG molded icons who broke the rules, challenged expectations, and dared to stand apart. They didn't just chase success, they chased moments that would leave a permanent mark on the industry. That legacy is both a gift and a burden. When a new YG group debuts, fans don't just hope they're good, they expect them to be legendary. Treasure inherited that pressure from day one. The expectation wasn't just to succeed, but to prove that lightning can strike again in the same place. Not whether they had talent, but if they had the fire to carve their own path inside a company built on revolution. Here's what most won't say. Treasure debuted at one of YG's darkest moments. Between 2019 and 2020, the Burning Sun scandal erupted. YG's founder, Yang Hyun-suk, stepped down, and the company's reputation was hanging by a thread. Debuting from a survival show, YG Treasure Box originally forming as two separate lineups, Treasure and Magnum. Two teams, two concepts, but by early 2019, YG made a bold move, combining both into a single 12-member group, Treasure. Most rookie groups debut with hype, media buzz, and full company backing. Treasure? They debuted August 7, 2020, right in the middle of the storm. Boy dropped.
just wanna be a boy.
No viral moment waiting in the wings, just a quiet debut into a storm of industry skepticism and YG's lingering controversy. But instead of folding, Treasure fought. In less than 6 months, they dropped 3 single albums. Chapter 1, 2, and 3, an unheard of pace for a rookie group in K-pop. Most would struggle to release even one, and then in January 2021, they followed it up with a full album, The First Step, Treasure Effect. That wasn't the move of a group fading quietly into the background. It set the stage for a question that would define their next chapter. Could that same relentless drive make them impossible to ignore? In K-pop, talent isn't enough. You have to be undeniable. 2021 tested Treasure in ways that break most rookies. After their January comeback with My Treasure, they vanished from the Korean scene for over a year. No comebacks, no big promotions. Doubts crept in. Were they really YG's future? Did they even matter? But watch their performances. There's a raw hunger that can't be faked. When you have nothing guaranteed, you give everything, every single time. While other groups had hype handed to them, Treasure earned every fan, every view, every scrap of recognition. That scrappy underdog spirit, it became their weapon. And fighting to matter wasn't just about proving themselves on stage. It meant learning how to keep going, how to grow together, and how to stop chasing after what they thought people wanted. That hunger didn't end when the spotlight dimmed. It became the spark for what came next, finding their voice in the noise. Every artist has a turning point, when they stop chasing expectations and start chasing their truth. For Treasure, it didn't happen all at once. My Treasure showed their vulnerable side. Then JIKJIN in February 2022. That was different. Hard-hitting, energetic, but entirely them. Somewhere between those moments, they stopped trying to sound YG enough and started sounding like Treasure. Actual people with their own stories, voices, and a way of making you feel something real. And in 2022, they dropped DARARI. A song that exposed exploded online despite no official promotions, racking up over 200 million streams and going viral on TikTok. After a standout year marked by the viral success of DARARI, the biggest curveball hit, in May 2022, Bang Yetum and Michiho announced their hiatus, a move that left fans uncertain about what lay ahead. But even with that uncertainty, Treasure pushed forward. A few months later, they made a bold comeback with Hello. Bright, explosive, and unapologetically fun. And then, just weeks later, the biggest curveball hit. Yetum and Michiho officially left the group. It wasn't just losing 2 members, it felt like losing 2 pieces of what fans believed Treasure was meant to be. The remaining 10 couldn't stop. They had to adjust. Redistributed lines stepped into new roles, filled the spaces left behind. Not to replace anyone, but to keep moving forward. Fans adapted too, mourning what was lost while embracing what remained. Because sometimes loving a group means accepting they'll evolve in ways you didn't expect. For Treasure, every song marked a checkpoint, a snapshot of where they were and where they were headed. From debut to their latest hits, their music became the clearest proof of their identity taking shape. Boy, their debut track from August 2020, hit 100 million views in early 2022, marking a milestone that proved their staying power long after the initial hype faded. Songs like I Love You and MMM followed after, each pushing their sound in new directions. But in 2022, JIKJIN hit different, known for powerful dance and energetic stage presence. And later that year, Hello dropped, vibrant and catchy beat. By 2023, they delivered Bona Bona, and the fans couldn't get enough of Jungwoo's pre-chorus. 2024's King Kong praised for their powerful dance and addicting chorus. Their discography is proof of how far they've pushed themselves as artists. And whether it's high-energy dance tracks, emotional ballads, or viral B-sides, Treasure's versatility has become one of their greatest weapons. Aside from versatility, what makes Treasure special? What keeps fans coming back? Beyond the music itself, their genuine personalities shine in everything they do. You see it best in Treasure Map, their self-made variety series that became a gateway for countless fans. It's not some scripted idol show, it's just the boys being themselves, roasting each other, clowning around, showing every side of their personalities without forcing it. The editing, the chaos, even the subtle moments. Fans didn't just watch for laughs like a typical variety show, they found themselves smiling the whole way through. Treasure turned entertainment into one of their strongest charms. It's one thing to watch Treasure on screen, but you don't really resonate with Treasure until you see them live. 150,000 fans across Japan during their early 2023 tours. US tour crowds blown away by raw vocals, pure energy, no backtrack safety nets. On stage, they move like one. Every gesture, harmony, glance, intentional. Choreography that feels like conversation. And it's in those moments, when the lights hit, the crowd erupts, and they give everything they have, that you realize why people don't just cheer for Treasure, they connect with them. It's a memory you'll never forget. Treasure dominates arenas across Asia, a certified powerhouse. But step outside the region, and they're still seen as a hidden gem waiting to be noticed. But maybe that's not the real story. Regional success doesn't always show up in global headlines. Yet. The difference between being overlooked and breaking through? Timing. Western fans who discover them don't stay casual. They become loyal. Because once you see what you've been missing, you can't unsee it. Treasure isn't chasing relevance, they're already relevant. The world is just catching up. While some groups burn fast and fade away, Treasure? They're built for the long haul. With 10 diverse talents, vocals, rap dance visuals, they're adaptable, not locked into one concept or sound. They handle pressure differently than past generations. They're not aiming to be untouchable gods, just excellent idols. Relatable and remarkable. Their connection with fans will only grow stronger. Forged through setbacks, learned lessons, and a bond that kept evolving with every step they took. Pay attention to Treasure now, and you'll see they've stopped asking for permission. Recent performances don't scream, "We hope we make it." They say, "We're here." confident, quietly certain of their worth. YG's backing them with tours, production, creative freedom. The machine's finally moving for them, not against them. But the real victory? It's the fans who've been there since day one, watching them grow from underdogs to a name you can't ignore. Treasure's not here to fit into YG's legacy or chase someone else's success. They're walking their own road, one they built, step by step, with the people who've believed in them since the start. And the world won't have a choice but to pay attention. Treasure dared to be bold. Will you?